Here we go. All right, so y'all, if you are driving or just kind of on this call and not really and you're just kind of listening and not really paying attention a whole lot, please pull over somewhere or stop what you're doing and pay attention to this, because this is very vital information that is critical to your success here. And y'all, I think, y'all have heard me say it before. I'm going to cover some stuff, not just with the Protect One Family website real quick, but a big part is going to be covering some things on the FHL Connect, because there are so many tools and resources that we have that a lot of people just don't use for a couple reasons. Either one, they just don't know it's there, or two, they just haven't necessarily been shown everything properly. But y'all, it's, an analogy I always like to use is simply, hey, if you're gonna build a house and you're trying to frame a house up, why are you going to use a hammer and nails when that would take you forever, when you've got a framing gun, an air compressor, and an unlimited supply of nails in your toolbox, and you can knock it out in 100 times the process or the time, if that even makes sense the way I worded that. Sorry, but the point I'm making is, use the tools available that you have to make the job easier and much more efficient for yourself. There are just too many people that just go out there, they do the same thing every day and expect different results. We all know that's the definition of insanity, and they're not using the tools that they have available to them and really mastering their craft with those tools. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here. I'm going to cover some good things on the FHL Connect website first. Once again, y'all, pay attention to this. It's very good information. And we talk about website stuff all the pretty frequently, but there are a lot of newer folks who probably haven't even seen some of these things. And also being reminded of these things is pretty vital as well. So here we go. And I'm starting the broadcast. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, so FHL Connect. Y'all, this is where, and let me just go back to my home here. Here we go. Y'all understand, this is something I love about Family Heritage. Obviously, we are all independent contractors. And y'all, you would have to pay somebody, 50 grand a year, easy, to keep up with all the stuff for your business. As far as all your reports, all your numbers, all your accounting information, just all the policies, that you have on the books, everything. Family Heritage does that for us. It is definitely a favor. And obviously is there to help all of us with our business. First thing I'm going to talk about real quick, y'all, is on the homepage when you log into FHL Connect. Usually people just go right down here to Sales Professional Home, but y'all, on this, can everybody see my screen? First off, I just want to make sure everybody can see my screen before I dive into this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all understand. Thank you. And y'all understand, every single person in this business should know this website like the back of their hand. And if you don't yet, start getting on it, because this website, y'all, this is your home of your business. Literally, this is the home of your business where everything is kept up with. First thing I want to talk about is on the top right of the page up there, you'll see settings and then log out. If you click on settings, y'all, and then the text email options, y'all, this is where you will keep up with all of your business and know when it is going active, or if something has pended, or if you have a cancellation. Y'all, make sure that you are signed up on this and that you are receiving your text notifications. Those will go out at 7 p.m. every single day or every evening, that you have something change with your business. In other words, if you have policies that go active, if you have something that's pending that needs attention immediately, if you have a policy that terms and you need to reach out to your clients, you will get notifications at 7 p.m. every single evening that you have updates with your business. Me personally, I just have the text options. I get the text notifications when I have something going on with my business. You can do text and email, or email. I don't really recommend doing both. You're just going to get the same message from both those things. So y'all know what's happening with your business at all times. When you have a policy that terms or something, or if you have a pending application and you don't know about it until a week or two later, that's not being a professional. So, make sure you have your information signed up on here. It is very simple. You just put your text carrier, you type in your phone number, select all the text options, and hit save, and you're good to go. It is that simple. Or if you want to do the email options, obviously you can do those as well. So just want to make sure everybody does know about that, because that is vital to keeping up with your business. Oh, right. Hold on one second here. Okay. Let me sign out and sign back in here. It's been a little wonky this morning. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Y'all, and a lot of people ask us about like recruiting materials and things like that. Guess what? You can order them right here. Yeah, everything's right here. Recruiting, my recruits, new recruits, recruiting materials, Family Heritage Company Spotlight, which, we have our agency spotlights that we send out to people. Y'all, these are all, once again, tools that are vital to your success here. This is just kind of, once you click on Sales Professional Home, this is just really just basic news. It's kind of like the home page here. But y'all, if you look at the top of the page there's those tabs that go across the top right beside where it says Globe Life Family Heritage Division. We've got agent material, departments, IRA search, which, those are your testimonials. A lot of people ask us, hey, where can I find that testimonial? Where can I find this testimonial? Guess what? All you do, you click on IRA search right there. And y'all, you can pull up testimonials from your specific area. You can type in a name, a county, a certain amount that you're looking for. I mean, y'all, you want to find some really good IRAs for your area, or that you just want to scroll through some really good ones. This is where you find them right here. Pretty simple. I'll kind of start from the beginning. I'll just kind of go through these tabs though. So agent material, that first tab up there that says agent material, if you click on that, these are really where this is where you can see your reports on your policies, your sales, your commissions, everything right there on agent reports. But first thing I was going to pull up real quick is the Globe Life store. A lot of y'all ask us, hey, where can I get a shirt? Where can I get a hat? Where can I get that cool backpack that you got? Where can I get some more pins? Guess what, y'all? It's right here. Pretty awesome. You just, at the top, you just select your division, which obviously we are Family Heritage Division, the best in all the land. And y'all, you can get your tablecloths, if you're having these, you can get your jackets, shirts, men and women's, everything. It's pretty cool, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. But y'all just know that you can access the Globe Life store right there. That's where you find all, umbrellas, cups, I mean, whatever you want, basically, pins, hats, all types of stuff. We've got a lot of awesome swag, y'all. Make sure you are representing properly when you're out there in the field. If you're out there, in the field, just kind of bumming it, wearing some, old raggedy jeans and a raggedy polo, guess what? You are not dressed appropriately for this career. If you want people to take you seriously, you got to look the part, be the part. But that's where you can access the Globe Life store. Right here on this page, y'all, where it says agent reports, this is probably the most important part of this website. This is where you keep up with your business. All right. This is where it shows all of your sales, compensation, Caspers, advances, your statement of account, everything. And y'all, I've been doing this for over 6 years. I can go in here and look at every single policy that I've sold, and just every client I have over the last 6 years, all my reports over the last 6 years. Like, this is a huge deal, y'all, and paying attention to your numbers is a huge part of this business. Because if you're not paying attention to your numbers, then you're just you're just going for a walk with no destination. Y'all, obviously, we all have goals that we set for ourselves, and paying attention to the numbers is a huge part of that. Mine's going to look a little different than a lot of yours if you're a newer agent, especially just because, you know, I'm regional director, I have a team, all that good stuff. But y'all, I mean, all your compensation, Caspers, policies, everything about your business is right there. So y'all just make sure you're paying attention to this stuff. You know, once again, I mean, we are all independent contractors. The people who run their business like a business and take this seriously, pay attention to the numbers, they always do a whole lot better than the people who don't. So just make sure you're doing that. It is a big deal. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about that part right there? Anybody? Yeah, and I know y'all, I'm just kind of trying to fly through this. It's just a lot of really good information that all of you need to see. But if you have questions, just ask, please. I don't want to just sit here and just blab for 30 minutes.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
Maybe just touch on a little bit what Caspers is for some of the newer agents at the bottom, and that way they understand what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, instead of me talking for 30 minutes, Brian, why don't you touch base on that real quick?
So Caspers is a breakdown of your sales and your net, and it will show your production for the week, the month, and the year. So this is a breakdown of all the sales that has taken place for, was it gross? You got net up. Net. This is Brad's net. It goes through his sales for every single week over the last few years. So this is his 5-year total up to his date, and it shows exactly what he sold, the net profit from it, or the net premium from it, and how many policies he sold. And it goes through each and every single week, as long as you put in your numbers, as long as you do this.
Welcome to the boarding area for flight 702 to Phoenix. The carry-on allowance is
Hey, Toy, can you mute yourself, please? Thank you. Yeah, and y'all, I mean, especially for those of you who have teams and things like that, I mean, y'all, once again, this is just keeping up with your numbers. You know, you want to know where you define your AT ratio, and all that, this is where you find it. Progress summary reports, agency builder nets. Guess what? I mean, basically my goal every year is to beat the week prior. This thing's just been janky this morning. Hold on one second here. See, y'all, if I'm looking at this report right here, especially for those of you who have teams and you've been here for every year, y'all, this is how you compete with yourself. It's really how you compete with yourself. Like last week, we had a train more week last week. Last year, Lionheart Financial Group, we did 42,272 in premium. If you see that, it says week of 2022. Right beside it, last week we did, which once all the numbers finally came through and everything, we did 80,435 in premium. That was 90% growth for last week. At this time last year, we had done 207,000 worth of premium. At this time this year, we're sitting at over 300,000 already. That's 45% growth. Y'all, once again, like this is just, I mean, keeping up with your recruits, everything, y'all, all this information, it is your duty to know these things, whether you're brand new or whether you've been here for, 10 years, doesn't matter. Y'all, this is, once again, pay attention to your business. This is vital to your success here, knowing what's happening with your business and your numbers. But yeah, of course, y'all has all the breakdowns, your Caspers, compensation, policy, sales, all that good stuff. All right. And you can find that in the on the agent material tab, and then in agent reports. All right. Anybody have any questions about that? Where to locate that? Cool. Same spot where you can find, where you can access the Globe Life store. departments, y'all, if you ever need to reach out to agent licensing or agency accounting or something, you can do that right there if you need to. I already talked about the IRAs, and y'all, I'm just going across the tabs across the top of the page there. Okay. And once again, y'all, you just, if you're not familiar with the website, log into it and go through every single one of these tabs and just get yourself familiar with the website. Like I said, this is everything about your business is right here. When you log into FHL Connect, everything about your business is right here. And of course, a lot of other things. Marketing materials. If you don't know how to order materials yet, brochures and all that, it's right here. You just click on marketing materials and then click on your state. Okay. Super simple stuff. South Carolina, click on South Carolina. I don't need to worry about application forms because we do everything on the iPad these days. I do encourage everyone to usually have at least a few paper applications of each policy in their car somewhere, just in case your iPad dies or something like that while you're out there in the field. But, right here in the middle, brochures, cancer, heart, accident, those are all the brochures. And then the ICU, those are the inserts right here, right underneath brochures. Y'all make sure that you are not ever running low on materials. It's free, just order the stuff. Make sure you have an extra box in your car. Anybody have any questions about that? Which everybody on this call should, probably knows how to order for the most part. I know there's some newer folks as well, but yeah, a lot of people.
Just to notate, Brad, if I may.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, y'all, very important that claim forms are under this. So if you're filing a claim for a client, you need to have the claim forms from this location, along with other forms that you have on the claim site as well. So it's very important to know that that's in there as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you another spot where you can pull up the claim stuff as well, and it's pretty simple. Sales publications, y'all. A lot of people ask us, where's the family heritage calendar? Just click on sales publications right there, and then click on sales publications again right there. Y'all, there's all types of stuff in here. But on the right side there, y'all, there's the 2023 incentive book. If you are not familiar with the monthly incentives and quarterly incentives, all the bonuses and everything from corporate, guess what? It's right there. Y'all knowing what it takes to hit those monthly bonuses and the quarterly bonuses. And I mean, y'all, if you don't know yet, there's stock bonuses, cash bonuses. I mean, there's all types of stuff. Like, familiarize yourself. It's if you're not really paying attention to all the bonuses and all the extra money you can earn in this business, just by going out there and doing your job the right way, I'd highly encourage you to change that and get familiar with it. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh yeah, look at me or anything, but y'all, I mean, I made almost $60,000 last year just in bonus cash. Like, how stupid is that? That's stupid. And that's just from all the bonuses that we have. So, and the reason why I was able to do this because I paid attention to it. I did a lot of things I need to do to be able to hit those bonuses. So y'all just make sure you're paying attention to this stuff. Know the bonuses in place, the 2023 sales calendar. It is different. The family heritage calendar is different than the live calendar. Okay. Just like, this is the first sales week of the month of March. And a lot of people are like, well, what do you mean it's not March yet? Yeah, I know. But on the family heritage calendar, this is the first sales week of the month of March. Of course, y'all, we have all the, it has all the train more dates on here, the mid-year meetings, everything. So y'all make sure you have this printed out somewhere, and that you're paying attention to it as well. And just be on the same page as everybody else. That's really all it is, y'all. Let's see here. All right. So yeah, last thing I was going to talk about real quick is claims, y'all. Hold on one second here. if you just type in globelifefamilyheritage.com, it will direct you to this website right here, y'all. This is really, and y'all, especially for newer agents, you know, if you haven't filed claims yet, you will file claims. They happen all the time. I'm filing usually at least four to five claims almost every single week for people. Literally. I mean, I sent in 2 yesterday. So y'all, knowing how to do claims is huge. On the top right of this page here, you see the little cheeseburger icon, the little menu bar. You just click on that. And then customers, the one you scroll down to the very bottom there, customer service. Then you go down, file a claim, file an accident claim, file a cancer claim, file a cancer heart screening or wellness claim, because we have wellness benefits for our clients. You know, when they get their heart checkups and they do their cancer screenings, filing a hospital indemnity claim, which South Carolina doesn't even have hospital indemnity. I know North Carolina does, but ICU claims. I mean, y'all, everything is right here with some very simple instructions for each one. If I'm going to file an accident claim for people or for someone, I'm going to go right here, and then I'm going to just click on right here. It says accident claim form. I'm going to click on that. Don't worry about the first page, but this here's the claim form right here, y'all. Super simple stuff. Does anybody have any questions about this, about filing claims for your clients? Because obviously, y'all, that is a huge part of this business, and I feel like we don't really ever talk about that, or maybe not enough, or whatever. But anybody have any questions about filing claims?
Brad, I don't really have a question, but I do. I appreciate you doing this. The guy that I signed up, the police officer that broke his leg 2 days later. This is obviously new with the online claim filing, which makes it a whole lot easier. But yeah, I appreciate you going over.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no worries, Greg. I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, y'all, you can file all the claims online now. Like it's pretty awesome. And it's so easy to do. So, once again, y'all know we're running out of time here, but I can't stress enough how vital it is to know the Protect One Family website like the back of your hand, and knowing the FHL Connect website like the back of your hand. Y'all, these are 2 websites that have every tool necessary for you to be successful in this business. So make sure you're using them, instead of staring at Facebook for, an hour at night, go over the website, get yourself familiar with it. I promise you, I swear to you right now, you will find so many things that are useful. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start using this out in the field. I mean, like just, between testimonials and all the tools available to us, leave behind sheets, obviously keeping up with your numbers. I mean, y'all, it's just part of being a professional. It's part of knowing your business and how to operate it the proper way, and keeping up with your numbers. So that's what I got for y'all this morning. Of course, if y'all have any questions about any of that, feel free to reach out. But y'all, once again, use the tools that you have available to you to make your life and your career a lot easier. All right. Between the FHL Connect and Protect One Family website, everything you need to be successful in this business is right there. Training audios, training videos, training forms, guides, claim stuff, everything. It's right there. Kyle, is there anything you wanted to add to any of that?
No, Brad, this was an awesome call, man. Just running your business like a business guy, just knowing your data, knowing where you sit at, knowing how to order supplies, and always making sure that you have an adequate amount of supplies in your car, how to order business cards. It's very important just running your business, just having goals, and just, those reports will show you where you're ahead and behind on your goals for the quarter and for the month and for the year. And there's a lot of people that miss bonus cash because they don't know where they're currently sitting at. So knowing exactly where you're sitting at in NAP, not GAP, but NAP is super important. Brad, thank you for sharing this today, man.
Yeah, man. My pleasure. Yeah, hopefully I can get this daggone thing off my hand this Friday. I've got my first post-op appointment with surgery. A lot of people have been texting me, "Hey, how's the hand doing?" It's I still got the club on. I still got the crab claw going on over here. Yeah, I've got my first post-op. Everything's difficult, you know. Going to the bathroom's difficult. You know, I can't tie my shoes. You know, it's fortunately, you know, I have a loving wife that does a lot of this stuff for me. Helps me put my pants on and my shoes on and all that. Helped me get dressed this morning, you know. But yeah, hopefully this Friday, hopefully I can get this daggone thing off my hand. We'll see. So y'all have an awesome rest of your day. Love y'all. I hope you all had an awesome Valentine's Day. Y'all just remember, as you go out there today, you are loved. You know, we love the hell out of every single one of you. Appreciate the hell out of you. Especially you, Toy. I love you, buddy. And yeah, y'all have an awesome day. Appreciate you. If y'all have any questions about website stuff, feel free to just reach out.
Hey,
I'm happy to guide y'all through some things if you need to. Yeah, have an awesome day, y'all.
Hey, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Yep.
Hey, Brad, real quick
Yeah.
before you jump. The Protect Families list that we have, the Families for Protection.